Welcome to PMTV Sports. Now, in this episode, I want us to talk about transfers in the local league, that is in the Kenya Premier League. But just to remind you, this episode is powered and brought to you by playmaster.co.ke. We have the Royal Win, we have the Spin Wheel where you deposit 555 shillings, win instant rewards, and win real money. About our Royal Win, you play casino slots for 100 shilling per ticket to join the raffle, and 66,000 is there to be won for 20 users, whereby number 1, 2, and 3 get 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. The rest of the 17 users get to share the 3,000 that's there. So take your time and visit our website. Now, in the Kenyan Premier League, we've seen players transferring from one team to the other. We've seen players leave our league and go to the South Sudan League. On this episode, I just want us to discuss about 3 key players. The rest, we might touch on some rumors. So, Enoch Morrison, the most valuable player in the Kenya Premier League, moved to South Sudan, Al Merrikh. And we have Joe Waidera, who was the top scorer for the Kenya Premier League, has also moved to South Sudan.
Jamus.
And also we have Victor Haki, who has moved from Muranga Seal to Kenya Police. What's happening with our league? Why do we keep losing our players on free transfers?
It's money. It's all about money. You look at these players. Look at our top scorer who went to Jamus FC, Waidera. He's not young anymore, and you know KPL is not paying that well, and football is something that is very short. So you need investments. You need to have something on the table. That's the problem with the KPL Premier League. So to me, I support that. I support them joining. Of course, South Sudanese league is not better than ours in terms of quality. But the league
has money.
But it has money, and these players are looking for money. If they don't get chances to play abroad from European leagues or North African teams, then it's right for them to go and play in South Sudanese league. Let them get money. Yeah.
My only problem is you look at a player like Enoch Morrison. He was the most valuable player for Mahia. The club waited until his contract was over, or they waited until he ran down his contract, and then they've lost him on a free transfer. Do you think it's fair for our clubs to be losing players on free transfers? Because I think most of these players don't like signing contracts because they know there is the signing fees that they get from the other teams that they are going. Do you think we need to re-strategize and think about how we might cap our players when their contracts are almost coming to an end?
I think we need to modernize our league. You look at Gor Mahia losing Morrison on a free transfer, a quality player like him, that's a problem. I think they became so comfortable with him. Maybe they knew. You see, this guy, at some point, fans were talking like he wanted to change the citizenship
to Kenya.
So I think the Gor Mahia board was so comfortable with him. This is a person that could be sold for higher money, like in a very good competitive league. Last time when he played against
Al Ahly,
you saw how
he's a quality player.
Teams were looking for him. I don't know what happened that time. So that's a big blow to Gor Mahia. That's a very big blow. But as I said, I support these players because they need to make money. The problem with our league, we need to modernize our league. We need to have these contracts on table, good contracts. Let these players sign. You see, like for example, in the English Premier League, you find a player has signed for 3 years, for example, and he has only played for 1 year. Then you hear rumors.
Negotiations on the table
another
for him
contract.
To add his,
But now here in Kenya, we wait someone has
until they run down their contract.
Then you are there. For what reason? So I think KPL will especially these bigger teams, AFC Leopards and Gor Mahia, we need to modernize our teams. We need to modernize our team in terms of contracts, negotiation, in terms of getting
finances.
Everything. We need to be. Look at Tanzania, how they are doing. Right now, if you go to buy a player in Simba or Yanga, you won't buy with peanuts. You're going to buy with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Now, looking at The other transfer is Victor Haki from Muranga Seal to Police. Do you think it's an upgrade for him?
A very good player. I remember the time I watched him playing against FC Leopards, my team. I was like, wow, there's a quality of player here.
So also FC Leopards wanted to sign him. I don't know what went wrong.
But FC, we don't have money. Like, okay, I know we have money, but really buying players on expensive, that's where we draw the line. And that's the bigger problem with the FC Leopards.
In short, mko stingy.
Yes, we need to invest. Unajua tukiinvest na tununue quality, look at Gor Mahia. Sometimes wanamwanga wafunike macho waende nje watafute player mzuri. Angalia Morrison, angalia the Ghanaian forward.
Asifua.
That's a normal ukimwangalia tu huwezi jua huyu ni player mzuri akimpatie mpira na kupiga mabao yenye unataka. Na si hata mtu amekuwa hata starter. Sasa hiyo ndio imekuwa shida na AFC. So with Haki going to Moneybags Police FC, that's a big upgrade to him. And pia huko atapata kuonekana. Yes, ndio hawana fan base mzuri, lakini pale jina yake itakuwa juu. Unajua pia akiperform kama Police kupata chance ya kuprogress tena place nyingine itakuwa poa sana.
Now Gor Mahia have signed Enoch Machaka, Nairobi United's most valuable player last season. He also had outstanding performances in CAF. Do you think he's an upgrade? Remember, it's a different profile from Morrison. He is an attacking midfielder. What does Enoch Machaka bring to Gor Mahia?
Yes, he's a good player, but according to me, it's a downgrade to Morrison.
They are different profiles.
Yes, they are. Of course, they Gor Mahia bought him in replacement of Morrison, right?
No, Gor Mahia will be releasing several players. I think Machaka coming in is not a direct replacement for Morrison. Remember, they are still trying to replace Austin. We brought in Doang in the mid-transfer season.
Yeah.
And also looking forward, Gor Mahia they are looking to play the CAF preliminaries. And they are aiming to play in the group stages. So I think adding on Enoch Machaka in this squad brings on experience. He is talented. He can play as a midfielder and also as a winger. Mm-hmm. So him coming to Gor Mahia brings squad depth, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, it brings experience. Number three, it brings quality to the team. So the only position that Kogalo need to work on and find a replacement is the CDM area. I don't know who's the best CDM they can sign locally, but maybe, we don't know the plans. If you see they didn't negotiate with Morrison, maybe they have better plans. And also they are looking to sign Paul Okoth.
Yeah.
The number 2 was the runners-up after Joe Waidera in the top scorers list. Do you think Paul Okoth will help them in the CAF Champions League? Remember, Felix last season, he had to go for a knee surgery, so Felix will be back next season. Do you think this team can go or progress further in the CAF Champions League?
Okay, with CAF, I think it depends with the group they are going to be paired. The teams, Champions League, that's a different animal. You see, like, especially these Northern African teams. I don't know why Kenyan teams, every time we have a team in the continental football, we must be paired with these
North African giants.
And they always eliminate us. Every time. Apart from the other time where Nairobi United eliminated, it was a Egyptian team.
Yeah.
But most of the time, they usually eliminate our Kenyan teams. But I think Gor Mahia, it will depend with the group. And then 2, of course, they also have Gor Mahia, they are a team that likes winning every time the league. So they also have a pressure, the pressure to win, to retain the Premier League. So with CAF football, maybe I can predict I can give my prediction depending on the groups that are the teams that are going to be paired with Gor Mahia. Yeah.
Hopefully they will progress further into the CAF Champions League and get to put our league on the map. Now, what's happening with your team as we wrap it up? Who are you signing? Pesa ndio shida, SG ndio blanda. SG wenye kwanza nakuwaga content creator.
For you to be a leader, you need to have the quality of leadership. To me, SG, He's a good man, yes, but hana ile quality of leadership. You know as a leader you don't have to go to social media unapayuka unaongea vile. No, cheza chini huko kwa boardroom, fanya mambo yako, silent killer. Hata angalia chairman wetu, yeye pia ni mtu wa mtandao, mpaka ikafika time mafans wakamwambia relax. Ameenda pale amejibizana na mafans ni nini. Okay, FC.
But I was watching something your chairman was saying the other day. He was saying, if you come to my page, that's a personal page, and then you start throwing words to me, I'll have to respond to you.
It is.
So you don't have to attack me on my personal
but
page.
Look at the position you are holding. Look at the position you have in the society. You look. I'll give you a very good example. Look at these other teams like KPL teams, English Premier League teams. I've never seen a chairman or an owner, someone at SG on social media responding to fans, you know. So, okay, about the leadership, mimi nasema tuko tu sawa. Hiyo ni personal reasons zao. Because hata mahali pia wametutoa tulikuwa kwa shimo. We are seeing some changes nini hapa na pale. But the problem with the FC, I think we lack that winning mentality in terms of winning the league itself. Kwa sababu unapata ukiangalia hata team games zenye tume lose game ligi kelekea kuisha. Tungeshinda hizo game ligi tungebeba. Na sasa unapata tunapoteza hizo chance nini. But so FC penye imefika like kutokubeba ligi for that quite long.
From 1998 mnashindaga
inafanya players
hii season inakuja.
I have a lot of players when wanacheza KPL. Mtu anakuambia unasikia ngalo piga story anakuambia mimi siwezi join my baby league. So it's very difficult for you to attract quality players. Sababu mtu anafeel nikienda pale Gor Mahia nacheza continental football nitaonekana. Look at the national team. Most of the players come from Gor Mahia kama ni wamechukuliwa locally. So unapata player anakuambia mimi niko na vision ya kucheza football, nicheze national team, niende majuu. Lakini sasa niko pale FC, siwezi itwa
national team.
Hata madada kuitwa
national FC, team juzi.
Ni pressure ma fans tu ile, but he wasn't going to be called. Yes, he's a good player. So I think FC will lack, we cannot attract quality players. Maybe we try to sign them from abroad, but the problem with abroad, look at now. Tunalia tuna pesa kusign, and we are racking in money from sponsors, from gate collections. We are one of the team that get highest number of gate collections in terms of cash. Sasa sijui pesa inakosekana aje kununua quality players. But for me I think tumeachilia Owino, Omunes pia naenda. So I think hapo kwa defense we need to sign a quality player. Na hata nikiangalia league sijui. Maybe we try from NSL because nimeona a lot of teams size zimeingia NSL zinatafuta ma players sijui Equity. Nisikata Gor Mahia mnataka player from Equity, the goalkeeper.
Rumor has it Psha sign keeper Equity.
Yeah, so unapata team mingi zimeflock pale NSL. I think okay, sijafuatilia game NSL sana hii season.
Hata mimi sijakuwa nikifuatilia, but maybe
unaona kama wewe top scorer NSL tunasikia naenda Zambia. There's a team from Zambia ambayo inamtaka. So I think FC bado tuko na shida. Hiyo team yangu, lakini okay, if we sign quality players, experienced players, then we stand a chance maybe to win. Okay, tuko kama Arsenal. Unajua Arsenal pia wame struggle the first time Wateta kiingia maliza second.
But tunajua Arsenal wamekuwa ki-struggle na wako na pesa.
Finally now that's the problem. So
you might be, you can be struggling while you're investing, and then they're struggling without investing.
Now that's the bigger problem with FC. Alafu unajua hapa Kenya we don't depend on homegrown players like wale wa academy. Utasema nimetoa Owino, acha nitafute pale kwa academy player outstanding mmoja ni replace hapo. Na sasa tukienda kubai tunanunua wale. Unajua mimi kitu sipendi ni kununua wale one season wonder. I always say this, one season wonder players inakuanga shida. Mbai na high expectation mkijua kwamba huyu atakifika atatufanyia 1 2 3 anafika, kumbe yeye alikuwa tu mtu wa season moja na ameenda hapo hivyo. So FC bado okay, team yangu na siwezi itakia negative mambo negative, na itakia vitu positive. So I think natamani tushinde sana hii ligi. Watu kama mimi tangu nizaliwe sijai experience tumebeba kikombe kubwa, unaona? So I feel like wacha basi pia tupewe hiyo utamu kama mafano wa Arsenal vile wamepewa, at least pia si tuone how it feels to win a Premier League, by the way. So FC feel like wacha ikuwe mwaka yetu in case kama tutafanya good decisions, better signings, mentality kwe pale, because football, I always say football is all about mentality. I still have hopes in our coach Ambani. He's a good coach, but sometimes pia overthink, because tukiangalia game tulikuwa tuna lose, alikuwa na overthink from squad selection. So akiachana na hizo experience again, I think tuna stand a chance pia kufurahia hii mwaka, hii season inakuja.
So ni hayo tu kwa sasa in terms of the transfers and the KPL talk. The next season starts in August, so we hope by then teams will have strategized and strengthened their squads before the new season starts. As you've heard from Osman, he wants his team to win the league because ever since he was born, hajawahi ona FC imebeba kikombe ambacho kimeandikwa champions of the Kenya Premier League. The last time FC Leopards won the league was in 1998.
When I was born.
So Osman, ever since the discovery of social media, the discovery of Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, hajawahi post picha yake ya FC Leopards wakiwa wameshinda ligi. Kwa hivyo, as FC Leopards going to the new season, nawaomba na wasi make sure you win the league. For this guy sat right next to me on my left side, and make sure you deliver happiness to him. He was born in 1998 when you guys won the league last time, so try and do something constructive in the upcoming season. And I know FC Leopards is capable. Last season they went toe to toe with Mahia in terms of the title, but they slipped up in the last dying minutes of the league. But come next season, FC Leopards, you've heard the request from your fans, so make sure you don't disappoint him. And keep it here at PMTV Sports. I can keep tweeting, keep engaging us on our socials. You can also follow us on our Instagram and on our TikTok. See you soon. See you before the season starts. We always there at the stadium, talk to the fans. So keep it right here. Keep it here at PMTV Sports. And see you then. Until then, take care and bye-bye.